All right, bros and bras, welcome to another video. So I e-boarded all around town looking for a good park bench to kind of record this, but it was just so windy. So basically I just ended up circling back and had to do this in my car. Not my first choice to record something. I prefer to be out, somewhere with some nice scenery or something. But yeah, it was just too windy, even with my muffs. So here I am. We'll just make the best of things. So anyways, today I just want to have a little short talk about how to befriend crows in your area. Little interest of mine over the last few years. Obviously I walk and e-board everywhere because I live pretty close to town. There's lots of trails everywhere, so I encounter them a lot. So if you have a daily commute by car or something, obviously this isn't going to work out very well. But if it applies to you, these are some tips I have for you. So first is how to get their attention. I made a little list here just to get through them quickly. So first is how to get their attention. So they're just going to ignore you at first because you're just another pedestrian that they're looking down at, right? So in order to get their attention, you want to wave at them, but it has to be at the right time. You want to wave when they crow, but obviously they're not crowing at you yet because you're a nobody to them. So you got to basically just wait. So they're talking to each other, and every once in a while you'll be walking by one of the crows when he's up in a tree or something. Well, he's talking to another crow, and at that moment, wave at it. Wave at the crow. And this will get his attention. You just keep doing this with crows over and over and over again, and eventually they'll get to know you as the guy who waves at them. And then they'll start the crow at you, and then you wave in response. And yes, you got to do it multiple times with multiple crows, sometimes on the same journey. Yeah, and so that's how it starts. Then they'll start to let you into their boundary a little bit. These are sort of like, I sort of see them as like crow shit tests, sort of. They'll kind of fly directly where they know you're going to walk. And what you got to do is, like, they're trying to test, like, sort of like show you where they think your boundary space is. But you got to counteract that by respecting their space even more. So if it's possible, like if a crow lands and, somewhere where he knows I'm going to walk and he's kind of testing me or just letting me know how he feels about me because by when he flies away, when I keep going straight, right, you want to avoid that test at all. So the first thing you got to do is just try to find another route. Just show them, like, because they really respect that because you're respecting their space when they're trying to see how you respected, well, how they're sort of testing you, right? So I think as a good counter to that little crow shit test, just give them a quick nod or a little look, but then, kind of avert your eyes and kind of go a different trail, or, just kind of treat them as if they kind of, they're the apex predators. And just kind of respect their space, and eventually just get closer and closer. And same thing, if sometimes you'll get into situations where it is like a trail where, like, you can't veer off and they know you're gonna have to walk by, that's fine. In that case, you just got to go through with their little test. I recommend that, like I say, at a distance, give them the wave and the nod, and then, just hands visible, eyes down, try to go over as much to one side as you can. They'll usually be on one side of a post or something like that, or a low hanging tree or something. And just try to get by. This is a good test because, like I say, they're wild. So the point here isn't like petting. Like, this isn't like he's going to be on your shoulder or something. So if they will land on like a fence post or a low hanging branch, and you're able to go to the other side of the trail and walk by, without them flying away, that's basically like the ultimate sign of respect. That's basically what you're going for. And yes, you can feed them. But I got that respect even before I started feeding them. Just if you respect their boundaries and give them the waves, and a few other things I looked up online that seemed to work. Using kissing noises when they're within earshot. Some just other crow experts just said that seems to work. You also you can give them a slow blink, which is nice. There's just one crow, man, he's so funny. when he like looks at me, like when he'll be really close and like he shrugs up his wings, and he's a little fatter than the other pigeons, and he's got like these really innocent eyes, and like I know he's got a beak, but it kind of looks like he's smiling, and he's a cool character. Yeah, you'll start to kind of like distinguish them, their personalities and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, sorry about the feeding. I forgot about that. That's why I wrote the list. Yeah, so what I did was I would buy trail mix every once in a while at the grocery store, but I always feel like they have too many peanuts anyways. So, I just go into the bag and take out a handful of the peanuts. I prefer the almonds and the Smarties anyway, so, I take the peanuts out of there. And I just kind of crush them up, wash them if they have any salt on them, is what people online said. And just kind of crunch them up really, really small. And then basically what I do is I just get their attention when I'm passing by on one of my daily walks or something like that. Usually just like a little, just have peanuts wrapped up in like a little white paper towel or something like that. Just kind of get their attention. I'll just kind of smooth it out on like the ground and just kind of point out to it. And then I just keep going. I don't really stay around. Just go away. Like I say, you gotta don't push their boundaries at all. Just like keep respecting them, and then that's how you earn their trust, right? So don't go for the whole like the druid thing, you know what I mean? Like where you're gonna pet them or like feed them. Like just forget about that. Like just lay the food down, then don't just walk away. That's how you earn the respect. And yeah, so what else we got here? Look at my list. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. What are we at here? 6 minutes? That should be good. So yeah, that's my advice for how to befriend the crows in your area. And I know it's kind of a little bit of a strange topic, but I just kind of whatever tickles my fancy right now. That helps to if it interests you, you'll produce good content. So that's just kind of what I'm rolling with. Yeah, so thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.